how not to get overwhelmed while trying to reach your goals. Hi guys, I'm Courtney, former NBA basketball player, best-selling author, and personal power speaker. Listen, I'm coming to you today and I want to share some information that I think that will help you and help a lot of people that's out there. You know, a lot of times when I'm speaking, I'm always getting this question, and the question has to do with getting overwhelmed. Getting overwhelmed while they're trying to reach their goal. So many people out there with the right intentions, trying to do the right thing, and they're working hard trying to reach their goal, but somehow they keep getting knocked off. Well, one of the reasons is the overwhelming feeling with taking on such a large goal that'll change your life. Look, in order to change your life, it has to be a massive input and it has to be a massive output. So you have to have some sort of way to be able to keep it under control. So I'm going to give you 3 ways today that you can actually not get overwhelmed while trying to reach that goal you have. All right, so number 1. The first thing is structure. Create a structure and a plan for that goal. Now look, this should be obvious, but what I mean by structure is not necessarily the A's plus B's that equals C of the actual plan to reach the goal. I'm talking about your daily structure. In my book, Life Above and Beyond the Rim, I talk about in chapter 6, creating a plan. One of the most important things you have to do to create the transformation in your life, besides just structuring and writing down that plan, you have to have a plan for yourself. You have to have the technology that you use every single day. Take the things and bring it up to the 21st century. We're getting ready to go into 2017, and the information that's out there is absolutely prolific for you to be able to control your daily method of operation. For instance, your iPhone or Droid, your iPad, your computers, all the things that are out there can aid in assisting you to create a structure in your life. The second thing about structure is that there's certain habits that people have. Some people have working out. Some people have, going to do certain chores around the house in the morning. Some people have meditation in the morning. Whatever it is for you that gets you in that moment and that purpose for you can actually be fulfilling to yourself to start creating a structure in your life, you have to do. For instance, one of mine is making the bed every morning. I know that sounds really funny, but if I don't make the bed every morning, my daily structure is kind of thrown off. So even if my wife touches the bed or tries to make it up, I said, honey, no, that's part of my structure. So it also makes her happy too. So anyway, whatever it is for you, have a structure. Okay, number 2. The second way is setting the correct expectations. Once you can create a plan or a structure, right, part of what you have to do is to set the expectations. One of the things you have to do with that is reverse engineering. So you're going to have your start point and then you're going to have where you're trying to end up. Okay, where you're trying to end up is obviously your desired outcome. And then you reverse engineer from a yearly, annual to break it down monthly, then break it down weekly, then break it down daily, then almost hourly. What this does is gives you a sense of control. It takes the overwhelming feeling away from you because you know you have a structure. But also too, it allows you to set your expectations correctly and know what you should be doing so that you won't go out and give it a massive output one day and burn it all out at one time and then get overwhelmed because you've put so much out and then you didn't reach the goal you wanted to reach or the milestone. So if you structure that out, set your expectations, know that there's going to be rough days, there's going to be good days, but you have to set the proper expectation to know that you can complete them step by step because you know where you're going based on your structure and then based on setting your expectations. All right, number 3, and this is the doozy. This is the gem for today, okay? That is, take it all in bite-sized chunks. That's right, little bitty bite-sized chunks. Coming from a guy that's 6'9", I know that sounds funny, right? I don't take too many bite-sized chunks, but I do in my life. And what I mean by that is, like I said, making that bet, that's a bite-sized chunk. If you want to go and lose, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, you're not going to do it all in one day. The human body can only lose about 1.5 to 2 pounds scientifically a week. So To go and try to lose the 30 pounds in the first 2 weeks is insane, and it's also damaging to your health. So you take bite-sized chunks, get a controlled structure, and set the expectations of what you have to do, and you're going to give yourself a better chance to actually reaching that goal, and you won't feel overwhelmed. The other thing that happens is a lot of people have financial goals, right? This is the big one for people out there, whether you're in real estate, whether you're in a home-based business, or whatever you do, okay? You're a middle management and a corporation. Sometimes it's hard not to get overwhelmed, but once again, taking bite-sized chunks. If you're trying to increase a relationship with a partner, if you're trying to have a financial goal, like I said, you want $100,000 extra a year or $5,000 extra a month, whatever it is, you reverse engineer it, okay? You take bite-sized chunks and you go to those chunks every single day. It gives you a feeling of accomplishment. Okay, and then because of the other structure, you know exactly what you have to do, and you will achieve that goal. So guys, listen, I hope that was helpful for you. That's the message for today, and I look forward to having more of this time with you guys and more messages to come. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. @JCourt40 is my handle. We'll see you soon. Thank you very much.